everyone, thanks so much for stopping by my channel. This is Amy. Today I'm going to show you how you can paint a beautiful blue 6-petal flower arrangement on this I guess medium-sized candle. It's a pillar candle, but it's not a large pillar candle. It's small, kind of in the medium size. And this is just something I've happened to have around my house, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the design on it for you. I'm going to be using the fine line brush by Winstonia, and then 2 flat brushes. One is a number 10, the other one is a number 12. These are all plaid one-stroke brushes, and then also a liner brush. It's a number 1 liner brush by Plaid. Also, it's another one-stroke brush. Paint I'm using is Wicker White, Ink Spot, Thicket, and Peridot. These are all folk art paints. 2 of them are enamels and 2 of them are multi-surface. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be double loading, I should say, my number 12 brush into the blue and the white, the Ink Spot and the Wicker White, and getting my brush full of the paint to begin painting the easy floral design on this candle. Now I did wipe off this candle with rubbing alcohol just to kind of rub off some of the oil, any dirt and grime that would be on the candle, especially from it sitting around for a while in my home. Alright, so I'm just going to be doing an easy, this one is 6-petal flower. And there's a little bit of some little parts that have kind of pock-marked this candle, so that's the reason why I'm showing some void when I'm painting this flower. And I'm really trying to get more of a blue type design here and not really a lot of the white. So I'm going to go ahead and paint over this and then come back, or paint it, I guess I should say, and then come back and paint over it. Because I really don't want it to have a lot of white in it. And I'm going to just again go over it with more of the blue. And there's going to be a little bit of white in it, but it's not going to be as outstanding or contrast as what we were seeing by the time I'm finished. Now if you have room, because this is small, if you have room to spread out the petals a little bit, or if you wanted to create it with just 5 petals, you could do so. But because of the space on this candle, they're really close to each other right now. Alright, so I have my 6 petals, and then I'm going to put one over here. Now on these you could paint all the way around the candle or just the front of it. However you choose to do is fine. And I might try to make this one just a tad bit smaller if possible, because of the design that I'm trying to put on here. You also, you don't have to put any kind of coating underneath this if you don't wish to. You can, if you want, maybe put in even a bit of Mod Podge under this before you paint. I've done it both ways, and I actually have a lot of candles in my home where I've painted them and they've held up just fine. You just might have to be a little careful with holding them, fingering them, that type of thing, just to make sure that you're not pulling any of the paint off, with your fingers. But I think they hold up pretty well. Done a lot of painting on the battery operated candles. Alright, so right here I'm just going to do some little buds, and I'm just going to just try to simulate as much as I can maybe a 6-petal flower on this one. And then turn it, I'm going to do 2 more because I do like to work in odd numbers. So I'm going to turn this one over, just do some light petal stroking here. Even just maybe layer it a little bit, like that. And then come back and do another one over here. And I can kind of paint, point down a little bit if you want it to. Up to you. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the blue. Then what I'm going to do is come back here and grab my liner brush, and then I'm going to tap in the centers for the open flowers. Just using one color. I'm just using the Peridot on this. Just tap, 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 tap. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy and very easy. What a great gift. I mean, you could even paint on soap. I haven't done any demonstrations on soap. Might get into doing that too. I just haven't done any yet. Alright, so I'm going to let that rest. Come back, grab my number 10 flat brush, double load into the Thicket and the Peridot. And I'm going to go through here now and put my greenery in. Alright, so I'm going to start with this one over here. I'm going to wiggle it, pull it up. Try not to get my fingers in my already painted area, which is a real challenge for me. Pull back and then just wiggle it and pull it in. And then pull my brush through just a little bit. And then let's see where else we could place a leaf. Let's try to do one down here. On these you can have the light on the outside, the lighter color, the darker color. It's really up to you. You can go down like this and then pull it back down this way. Or since you're working on a candle that can be turned around, you can turn it around and come back down the same way that you did the other side. Up to you. And I think over here what I'm going to do is work on attaching my little buds to the actual stem here. And just kind of pull in. That's a little messy. Pull in. You can reverse them a little bit if you want, meaning that you pull in, you turn your brush the opposite direction, and lead in with a different color. Alright, so then we're going to come over here, basically do the same thing, and you can just lightly touch it, pull it, do it thicker if you want. You can turn your brush around so that you lead with the lighter green, just like I did over here. Now with this one, it's so close to that one, I'm not going to really put a stem on it per se. No need to do that. I'm going to do this, pull in, can make it full, you can just put a few, you know, really up to you. There's another one of those silly, I want to call them like pock marks or something on this candle. Alright, so I got that in, got that done. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my leaves. So what I meant by doing these leaves, where I went down one side, started at the tip, came back down, or you can do the one side, turn your candle around, and come back this way and wiggle it. Kind of get a different looking leaf by doing it that way, which is perfectly fine. On the areas where I have the buds, I'm going to do my favorite little easy leaves. And if you want it to come up into here, you can, you know, throw in another one, and then just do light little stems going into them. And then come over here. Now this is a smaller one, so to really adjust my brush for that, go like that. Just pull in the stem, or leave a stem off. You don't even have to put a stem on it if you don't wish to. And then I'm going to come back over here and do the same with this one. And just leading with the dark at the top, overlapping on that leaf, which is fine. I can do another leaf if I want. And I'm just going to pull in like this if I need. If I'm scraping off too much of the undercover color, then I will just put it in like that. Next thing I'm doing with the leaves, because I don't want these leaves just to be sitting out here, you know, just one at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull in some other leaves with them. Looks a little different than what my sample does because of the wax on the candle, but you get the gist. You get the gist. And do the same over here, but I might go this direction. And just, you know, just pull. It doesn't have to be a perfect leaf. It can be a little wiggly. That's perfectly fine too. And I think I did one over here, so I'm going to do the same over this way and just keep it. I don't want to put it on the top of the candle where the fire would be if you choose to light these. I just want it to stay on the actual side of the candle. Alright, so here we have this. Now you could put more leaves in if you want, but I'm going to just kind of stop at this point as far as the leaves go. Then I need to work on my centers a little bit. I'm going to take the long bristle liner, and what I'm going to do is just go around this and just kind of pull just lightly, whimsically around the center of the flower. And also if you want to do some veining strokes down the leaves, you can do that too. Right now though, I'm just really, I'm not going to do that on this, but it's just a suggestion. And then I'll do it on this one here. I love this blue. This ink spot is really pretty. Very pretty. And you can also, when you're finished, maybe put a coat of, I kind of like the glass Mod Podge, even though you're not going to put this in the dishwasher or wash it. I like the way it dries, the quickness of the drying. And if you want to use another tool to do the dotting on this, you can. If you want to make these little, this little area, little feathering, shorter, you can do that too. But just randomly dot in here. You can actually do multiple colors in there if you want. But I'm just going to go around and dot it make marks. Doesn't even have to be dots, really. You just can be pushing the bristle down on the candle and see what kind of shape it comes into, just to give it more of a speckled look. But I think those are cute. Make a cute gift. And very affordable. You know, everybody tells me, you know, you can pick up candles and such very cheaply. You can make your, if you don't like how these leaves are, you can make your design a little bit smaller. But I think that turned out pretty. Just a very pretty, affordable gift. Maybe even paint a bag to go along with it. Give some kind of a candle holder or glass vase or something to put it in. And you have a cheap little gift, but it's actually a very pretty gift. Alright, if you like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Once you're done doing that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I post something new. When the video is done, if you would hit that subscribe button that you'll find underneath the video and share this on your social network with all your family and friends, I would certainly appreciate it. Again, thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate you. And until the next time, you have a good one.